You go to the thing and get, hey, excuse me, I don't know if you know this, but I know I look like a dude, but you never know. I might be a woman. And you just put an X on your now driver's license. I would feel like this is going to be confusing for police officers everywhere and for the TSA. And we're already having issues with flights. Did you know that you can sign up with an X? You didn't even know that, did you?
I didn't.
See, I'm teaching people things. Did you also know that in actually Memphis, if you go to Kroger and you try to steal their food, they have a button on the cart and it locks the cart up? Did you know that?
Wow.
You didn't know that, did you?
I didn't.
Now,
How
I
did you
wasn't
learn?
stealing. Well, accidentally, they had to come over there and put a little thing and go beep, beep, and turn my wheels back on. But me and Chas walked out of Kroger last night, and right when we walked through the little thing, our thing locked up. And you know what happened to me? I almost fell into the bin. I was like, "What just happened? I just broke this piece of trash." And the guy came over and was like, "No, I'm sorry, sir. I did see you pay. Click." And he let me go. Not that I was
It's a
stealing.
good security measure, though, actually.
I know. You think they'd get that out in San Francisco or something? You know, like everybody's just going and smashing and grabbing.
Yeah, they just take the carts, though, without anything in them, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But we got all kinds of things going on here in the world of news. Did I talk any sports yet?
Yes, actually.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you said that the Raiders have a new president. Did you see? You're not Brian.
Oh,
You're
by the
John.
way, do you know what she did previously before she took
She
this
was
job?
a lawyer. She was a chairwoman.
But she was also the director of the Nevada Gaming Control Board. She was also external affairs for AT&T Services. And she's been in international gaming and hospitality and did litigations for completely all of Nevada for these things for the last year. So, the way that sports are turning towards the gaming and opening it up, I think she might just be a perfect hire. Fascinating hire. Plus, today, do you know we have my buddy Jay Hams on the house?
Really?
You know what I'm going to ask him, don't you?
No.
I'm excited about this, and you're going to sit there and be like, John, you and Aristotle and Plato just come up with the most amazing questions because you're deep thinkers. And I'm going to say, yeah, Jay, I agree. We look at King Kleiman and what he's done with the Grizzlies. I look out in L.A. and I see, I don't know if you watched Winning Time, but they were awesome. They had Magic, and they had Kareem, and they had Jerry Buss, and they had Laker girls, and life was really good. And then they had Kobe and Shaq, and then they had Kobe and Powell. Really good teams, right? Lakers are always doing well. Don't know if you know this, but the New York Knicks, it's New York. But it seems like it's kind of simple. Look at what's going on in Brooklyn with the Nets. Going out there and hiring these and paying for these prima donnas to come over, selling all your draft capital, it just doesn't seem like it's working. But if you look at what King Kleiman's doing through the draft, by drafting the right people that fit into the system, that know how to play roles, by going out and getting somebody like Desmond Bain, who you've heard nothing but great things when he was at TCU, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, going and shooting 100 jump shots, lifting weights, doing his business. Then they pick Zaire Williams. I'm thinking to myself, they lost their damn mind. Just because he was LeBron playing with LeBron's kid back in the day at Sierra Canyon, why is he going to be any good? I don't know if you saw that bad freshman year he had, didn't you? Did you see that?
Zaire?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. His film was terrible.
It was
His
awful.
offensive film was awful.
And now look at what he has become.
All credit to King Kleiman, though, right?
No, what I'm saying, though, is I'm going to ask Jay, why is it that we
Not
aren't
me,
learning
Jay.
from our mistakes? No, not you. But I will ask you, too, because you're a basketball aficionado.
I think
I'm just saying, like, you look at the super teams. Remember the Eagles when they tried to go super team? Did not work out. Look at what Kyrie, look at what KD, look at what James Harden. Look how they've destroyed the net situation. Look at all the draft capital that they had to give Houston. Now, Oklahoma City is just trash because they picked up Chet Holmgren, but there are certain organizations that don't even know how to run their business properly. Like, they're constantly going out there shooting for the stars when all they need to do is shoot for a role player to match up with some of their guys. And realistically, if you look the way that the Grizzlies are running their organization, shocking to say this, to be honest with you, I'm thrilled at how they're doing it because I feel like they're doing it the right way.
well, you have to do that when you're in our market too, like New York and Los
no,
Angeles.
Robert Pera is straight up rich, dog, but he ain't giving up all of his draft capital for future. He's keeping the
Yeah,
guys
but-
young together. He's got Taylor Jenkins, goes out and gets a young coach who's going to coach these guys up. They all gel together. I mean, Jaws out there in Vegas Summer League looking at Snack Jesus and dapping him up and stuff. I mean, the team, they have built a culture. You know what the culture is in Las Vegas? Bougie LeBron walking in like, Russell Westbrook, the most overrated guy that's ever played in the NBA, especially to get $45 million.
They built a culture. It's been one season of winning.
What? What? They won in the bubble. That didn't even count, bro. It's like Summer League. Do you count the Summer League championships?
Yes.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. If the bubble's summer league, then yes, I do.
Bubble was worse than Summer League. It was weak sauce. It was boring.
Wasn't indicative of anything.
Did you actually watch the finals?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Wasn't indicative of anything, was it?
No, it wasn't. Did you
It
see what
wasn't.
happened?
Not
Hey,
the Heat
I
getting
don't know if
back
you
to
saw
the
this.
Eastern Conference Finals this year.
Did you see what the Lakers did after they won their little bitty nasty trashy championship, their weak sauce championship? The whole Jeannie Buss is over there. I mean, gosh, I'll bet she wishes she could go back in time and be in shooting shots for Playboy because those days were better than what she's doing with the organization. At least somebody back then was thinking to themselves, you know what? We're interested in you. Right now, the only thing they're interested in LA is how are they going to wreck this? Like, how is this disaster going to work? The most overrated top 75 basketball player, which he will be out. Dwight Howard, by the way, has had a better NBA career than Anthony Davis. I mean, Anthony Davis, do you know what he is? Weak sauce. Who's somebody that's always, like, did we ever have, like, cartoons back in the day and there was always a guy who was, like, hurt and broken?
Wile E. Coyote.
Wile E. Coyote. Anthony Davis. Wile E. Coyote. Roadrunner is running all over him. The Roadrunner right now looks like King Kleiman.
Tom from Tom and Jerry.
Tom from Tom and Jerry. Well, you
King
have
Kleiman. All credit to King Kleiman.
all credit to
Yeah, I mean, the coaching staff isn't developing these players. The players aren't putting in the work. No, it's just because King Kleiman's a genius and just has this foresight that nobody else
you're
has.
an idiot and you don't listen, and that drives me crazy. No, he's bringing in the right people to surround certain talent.
I think Kleiman gets way too much credit. I think he gets way too much credit.
Oh, yes, because I know Zaire went number one and Ja kind of fell in the lap, and you had to take Ja. So, yes, that was lucky. But Trey J, I know he's going to be out. He's getting himself fixed. Desmond Bain, you're telling me that wasn't a good draft?
No, I'm saying you didn't even mention the head coach's name in that entire spiel.
I did too, Taylor Jenkins. I didn't mention that he hired Taylor Jenkins?
So that's what he gets credit for, is hiring Taylor Jenkins.
Who's done nothing but help cultivate a culture. Yes, it's the trickle-down economics of the basketball team and the culture and the world that we live in, Mr. J. Morgan.
I'm going to give credit. I'm
going
to give credit to the guy that interacts with the players every day on the basketball court, and not give as much credit to the guy that sits up in an office.
I don't know
in
if
his
you know
suit.
this. I'll give Taylor Jenkins credit. I haven't sit there and said I'm not giving Taylor Jenkins.
No, but I'm just saying. I think that I'm not saying this to you, John. This is entire Memphis.
Kenny Lofton is better than Chet Holmgren, and he was the second pick in the NBA draft because Oklahoma City is trash and doesn't even know what to do.
Can't argue with that.
Snack Jesus is real, brother. Come on.
I think we should just start calling him Oink Oink Fat Boy.
You know what? He could probably
that should be his nickname. All the other nicknames are about how fat he is.
I mean, do you know what? Can I ask you something?
Please.
Fat Albert, what was he called?
Fat Albert. Yeah, that's Fat Kenny. That's his nickname. Fat Kenny. Nailed it.
Or we could just call him Albert, and everybody knows we're calling him Fat Albert.
Call him Truffle Boy. Big Truffle Boy.
I love truffles. I mean, truffles are delicious. Do you know that people have to forage for truffles with pigs? Do you like truffles?
I love truffles.
Do you like mushrooms?
Like portobello mushrooms?
Like any kind of mushrooms.
Sure.
There's some that make you trip. There's some that just make you happy.
I had mushrooms on my pizza the other night.
Did you really?
I did.
What kind of mushrooms are those?
I don't know. Portobello, I guess.
I doubt it.
Are portobello
if it's
mushrooms
pizza, they're going to go cheap, man.
Okay, cheap mushrooms then.
So it's probably just some cheap mushrooms. But we also have to talk about, do you know who Paolo Banchero is? He played in college, played at this place called Duke. Why are they sitting there going, Paolo outshined Houston Rockets, Jabari Smith, blah, blah, blah? Didn't we already say this guy was 100% NBA ready? Has the body, has the opportunity, has the skill set? Dude, Jabari Smith, though, let me tell you something. Once this guy's walking down there and they're hitting him up and let him stroke threes and block shots and play D, watch out. He's still going to be the best person in this draft other than Snack Jesus. Laravia.
So just to be clear, Jabari Smith's poor performance last night is not significant, but Kenneth Lofton's good performance is significant.
Yes, because when you're Kenneth Lofton and you're just like dominating Snack Jesus. By the way, I don't know if you saw how soft that stroke was.
No, he's got great touch.
Did you see the one when the shot clock was going down and he just pulls that jump up from like Steph Curry range? What did he do with it? Swish. Man, it seems like you're a little frustrated today.
I'm not frustrated. I'm just offering counter proposals to our excitement about a GM and also the Summer League in general.
I see the whole thing that you missed, and I just realized that you just don't listen to me at all. What I'm trying to say is, look at the Los Angeles Lakers. Look at the New York Knicks. Look at the Brooklyn Nets. Look at all these gigantic market teams who have historically, other than the Knicks, been great, trying to get great. Go out there and get, again, the Nets brought in James Harden, Kyrie, and KD. You know what that did? It did not work out, and it looks like everything's falling apart, and they right now can't even get rid of KD. Over in L.A., who doesn't want to take little bitty baby T-Rex, Russell Westbrook, and just throw him to the trash? Do you think they want him on that team? LeBron James, I hate to say this, he sure as heck ain't no Michael Jordan. Went to Miami, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6,
LeBron James
7.
almost led the league
Without
in scoring
Ray
last
Allen
year.
hitting that corner shot, he doesn't even get 2 in Miami. Don't forget the time they lost to the deadgum Dallas Mavericks and Dirk went all up in his face. You got D-Wade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen, and LeBron couldn't do jack. LeBron's got Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook. He's out in L.A., still can't do jack. KD and Kyrie, and I'm blaming this on Kyrie because
Kyrie won a championship, though, for LeBron. So did LeBron win that one or did Kyrie?
It was Kyrie because he made that shot. I mean, seriously. It actually was the loss of – it wasn't even LeBron or Kyrie who won that. It was Draymond Green cup-checking people like an idiot, or that series was over. He just didn't have to hit somebody.
Not Andrew Bogut getting hurt. It was Draymond's fault.
Dude, if he if he doesn't cup check LeBron James, did they come back and win that game?
No.
See? Again, it was Dre's fault.
I think they win the series when Andrew Bogut gets hurt, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, because Andrew Bogut was so great. Like, I love these Utah
players.
Well,
if you look at the stats of Tristan Thompson's rebounds numbers before and after Bogut got hurt, it goes from like 11 to 22.
The only thing that Tristan Thompson has to do with rebounds is all his baby mamas having to rebound after finding out he knocked somebody else
Can't
up.
argue with that.
That's just a fact, Jack. Speaking of protection, that guy needs to get some protection, but everybody else out there needs protection. You're going to get your protection at Bob Simpson because he's your good neighbor. Bob Simpson over at State Farm. He could buckle you up with a little car insurance. He can take care of your crib. It doesn't matter if you're renting or if you own that bad boy. If you're going out of town, man, you don't want to lose everything. You want to make sure Bob Simpson has you covered. Call my buddy Bob, 901-381-1233. 901-381-1233. Or get a free quote at bobsimpson.org. Stay protected with your good neighbor, my homie, Bob Simpson. Jay, I live in the box. I got a game tonight, Jay.
In softball? I'm sorry, baseball.
Friday and Sundays, I play baseball. Sunday nights, wiffle ball, and Mondays and Tuesdays is softball. Get it straight, buddy.
Is it the wiffle ball with the curveballs being thrown?
Oh, dude, our wiffle ball team is awesome. Not really. We got killed in our last playoff game.
Well, like there's these videos on the internet of these nasty curveballs.
It's ridiculous.
How do you get a hit ever?
I don't know if you know this, but like we're really good. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a good answer actually.
Thank you.
John. Yesterday we did this, and I had so much fun. I think we should do it again today, too. There was too much basketball talk. It's off season. Screw basketball. It's football time, John. It's football time in Tennessee. You're wearing a Tennessee Volunteers hat today.
Yes, I'm here to support you as the captain of the Vol Navy. David Cobb as my buddy. And I don't know if you saw this. 7 of the top 250 baseball players in all of baseball, the MLB draft, Guess who? Guess where the top 7 and the top 220? Like their worst guy was like 58th. Guess where they're going?
The University of Tennessee.
Playing with Tony V, because he doesn't support the V Foundation. You probably don't know what that is, do you?
Jim Valvano.
I mean, that's a good one.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what it is called. The V
Well,
Foundation.
it is the V Foundation. You're correct.
You're talking about women's lady parts.
You know what? I'm going to just not let you go into my mind anymore because somehow you pull those things out.
John, here we go. Here's the game. Sleeper, bust, or breakout, okay? You have to pick. I'm going to name a player. You have to name sleeper, bust, or breakout, okay? Kyler Murray, Arizona Cardinals. Go.
Kyler Murray is, golly.
Tough one. It's right on the line here.
Oh, my gosh.
Awesome guys.
He is the best first 5 games of the season quarterback I've ever seen.
So is Cliff, for that matter.
And Kingsbury's such a great coach the first 5 to 6 games.
And Hop is out early in the season.
And yes, he does have Hop, and he's going to be – you know what? Let me tell you something. I think we're going to realize that he is just a bougie little baby. He was probably going to be he's better suited for playing baseball, let's be real. And again, do you know who said this yesterday? If you're short and you're not a super athlete, or if you can't read down the field, you're not going to be any good. Who was that? Ben McAdoo for the Carolina Panthers, who just got Baker Mayfield, who said he was absolutely awful.
Former Giants
and the
head
worst
coach
athlete
before
he's
Joe
ever
Judge.
seen. Yes. But Kyler Murray is a special athlete, and they call him Mighty Mouse. I don't know if you know this. Mighty Mouse didn't get injured. Mighty Mouse flew around, slapping people around like it was going out of style.
That's a fact.
Did you ever see Mighty Mouse get really beat up?
I don't remember the episode where Mighty Mouse was sitting in his hospital bed with a broken leg.
And that's where I see Kyler Murray. My man runs around. Did you see him in the postseason last year throwing interception? No. Remember that one horrible nightmare game?
Because he didn't show up, John.
Oh, you're talking about the final 2 minutes and 50 seconds?
He didn't show up.
I'm not going back in the game. And then he scrubs his account. Do me a favor. Kyler, go play baseball.
So sleeper, bust, or breakout?
Bust.
I like it. I like it. Next up, John, we're going to go to another quarterback, this one in Jacksonville, Florida. Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville Jaguars. Sleeper, bust, or breakout?
He's a bust, and I'm talking about busted because he had all of his money converted to Bitcoin. When he had to convert it to Bitcoin, it was $62,000 a Bitcoin. I looked up it yesterday. It was under $20,000 a Bitcoin.
So now's the time to convert it.
My
then.
man has lost 2/3 of his entire wealth.
Buy low, sell high.
Shoot, right now, can I tell you something? You know what? I wouldn't buy a Bitcoin right now to save your life unless you're trying to buy drugs on the Silk Road because they only take Bitcoin, but it did get closed down. Did you know that's how Bitcoin started?
I don't know what the Silk Road is, to be honest. The
Well-
black market?
You know what? This is a sports show,
Okay.
and we do have young people in the car, and I
So-
don't want to give it. But it's closed down now because they arrested the guy.
Sleeper, bust, or breakout?
Oh, who did you ask?
Trevor Lawrence.
Oh my gosh. I know he lost Urban Meyer. That's going to help him out. I think they're going to be a little bit better. But can I ask you something, Jay? Do you think Sunshine with his pretty Fabio hair actually looks like he's ready to be an NFL quarterback? No. Again, he's still crying about Bitcoin. And anybody who converts all their cash to Bitcoin is probably not the brightest guy. I don't see him getting better in film study. It is the Jags. I will say this. He is a bust on top of a bust, but he could, when Fabio dies, take over where he put the picture of him on the romance novels. So
he has a career even if he doesn't make
he
it
has
as a
a
quarterback.
post-football career. In fact, you know what? Baker Mayfield, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Baker Mayfield, probably a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence.
Wow.
Yeah.
Less
That's-
intangibles. More intangibles. Same
Look,
intangibles.
Trevor Lawrence was so bad last year. He threw some of the ugliest interceptions I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, I will blame a lot on that on Urban Meyer
wasn't
because he
coached
was
yet.
the worst coach you've ever seen in your life. But I don't know if you know. You don't come back usually from a season like that.
You don't. Can I have one more? Do I have time for one more?
Sure,
Okay.
Jay.
J.K. Dobbins, Baltimore Ravens. Breakout, bust, or sleeper?
Hold on. Did you have to say the Ravens because you don't think I know who he plays for?
No, that's how
Where did he play in college?
That's how I've done all of these. Is I've named the player, then named the team he plays.
No,
on.
I don't think you did. You never said Arizona with Kyler Murray.
I did.
No, you didn't. You did say the Jags, like I didn't know where Trevor Lawrence played. Did you know he played at Clemson, too? By the way, do you know that
Did you find that condescending, John? Let's take it.
Yes, I did. I found
let's
it
now
very
make it.
condescending.
Let's now make it a like sitting on a therapy couch, John. Did you find that condescending that I named where the team that he played for was?
Actually, yes.
I didn't mean it condescending, John. I was just trying to set the stage for the audience because there's other people listening other than just me talking to you as well.
Oh, and you don't think that they know that he doesn't play for Baltimore?
Well, some people might not.
Do you know
I know my mother is
Ohio
listening.
State?
She doesn't know anything about any player and where they play.
I can't. You know what? That's the most disrespectful thing you've said about your mother, and I will let it go right now. But your mother's an angel. She brought you food.
She
up
just
here.
doesn't know much about the NFL.
Does your mother like me?
I think so.
I just want you to know that you have the best mom in America.
Wow.
Except for you, Mom, if you're actually listening. My real mom. You think your mom would adopt me? I want to live in your house.
You do?
Yeah. I heard it was fire over there.
I have a good time.
Isn't it close to Collierville?
It is.
Can you walk to a golf course?
Yeah, I live on a golf course.
Dude, we could become, what is
Golfing
it?
buddies. Step brothers.
Step Brothers. Yes, that's what I was trying to think of. I'll be John C. Reilly. Well, actually, you would be because I'd be moving into your house. So
Which
I'd
one's
have to
more
be Will
bald?
Ferrell.
John C. Reilly probably is losing more hair than
Yeah,
Will
he
Ferrell
probably
is.
is. Yeah, Will Ferrell has like a Peter Edmondson throw going on.
Full head.
J.K. Dobbins, I think, is going to have a good year because I think Baltimore playing the AFC North. The Bengals are really, really good, but Pittsburgh's not. The Browns, I don't know what's going to happen because of the Deshaun Watson situation and Jacoby Brissett early on. Baltimore lost 4 running backs last year. They lost both their cornerbacks, and Lamar Jackson eventually is going to get paid. And I don't know if you know this. Jim Harbaugh can't coach to save his life, but John Harbaugh, he got Joe Flacco a Super Bowl ring. Please, son. I think Dobbins comes back, bounces up, and if you're a fantasy player, you can probably pick him up late and just dance and party all the way to your fantasy championship. Coming up on the other side, we're talking with Jay Ham. We're going to talk a little bit about that Lakers situation, how you grow teams, and some pop culture. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows, stay up to date with station events, and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports56 WHBQ.
Grapevine Liquor and Wine has the largest selection of bourbon in North Mississippi and wines from all over the world. Let Jimmy the Delta Boy help you select the perfect spirit or wine to impress. Whether you're looking for the best price or a certain flavor profile, Grapevine Liquor and Wines has it. If you want good southern treatment and the hottest prices, Grapevine Liquor and Wine, Getwell Road, South Haven.
Hotty toddy, gosh almighty, where do you get your bourbon? Flim flam, bim bam, Grapevine, by damn.
Like, I don't know. Can you just pick something and order? Yeah, but anyway, where are you at? You don't look...
It only takes 2 seconds of distracted driving to become a statistic. You can lose your driving privileges, your vehicle, face jail time, or even lose or take a life. Slow down, Memphis. The life you save may be your own. Brought to you by the Memphis Police Department, Traffic Operations.
Hey, I got one of my best customers, Mark, here.
Hey, Montana.
Hey, Mark, tell Sports 56 fans the deal of the century that I gave you at Sleep Cheap.
Yeah, I just bought the whole family some new mattresses. Our backs thank you. These are professional people to work with, good quality mattresses and box springs, and they under-promised and over-delivered. We got the Sports 56 deal, the hybrid mattress and box springs regularly $1,000 for $599, and the wife and I got the king-size mattress normally $1,500 for $999.
Mark, it was a pleasure working with you. Glad you and your family are happy with the quality of our memory foam. Now I'm extending this manager suite deal to my fellow Sports 56 fans. Check out our 3 locations, 6330 Winchester, Memphis, 1069 Goodman Road in Horn Lake, and West Memphis, 1701 North Missouri Street. Also wanted to let you know Sleep Cheap mattress sets starting at $199 to $4,000. We have twin XLs, queen, king, California King, we got it all. And again, guys, take advantage of this sweet Sports 56 hybrid mattress queen box deal. Normally $1,000, we got it for $599. We also have the King, normally $1,500, selling for $999. See y'all at Sleep Cheap.
So you need to sell your house? I have the solution. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Any house, any area, as is. It's literally as simple as that. Just pick up your phone, Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Guaranteed to close in 5 days. If you need to sell your house fast, call Bill at 901-406-1101. That's Bill at I Buy Houses. Spring has sprung at Dan West Garden Center with blooming annuals and perennials, trees and shrubs everywhere. It's important to keep your yard and garden healthy, so Dan West has a very knowledgeable staff to help landscaping to grass to garden care and create your dream garden. Dan West has beautiful flowers from perennials to blooming annuals, garden lovers, even heirloom tomatoes, and a wide selection of herbs. You name it, Dan West has it. With over 100 years experience, Dan West enjoys sharing gardening tips and taking your growing needs to the next level. Dan West, with 2 locations, 12061 Highway 64 in Eads and 4763 Poplar. Open 7 days a week. Make gardening fun and easy at Dan West Garden Center.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder's hanging out over there. Connor, Blake, William, Wallace, all week long, all week strong. I don't know if you know this. I haven't had 2 D8s and a cup of coffee every single day this week.
That's
think
good.
That's why I'm remembering his name?
Maybe. Or maybe it's just he's been here so long now you just know it.
Yeah, I doubt it. Because I was actually eating stronger edibles like this THCO. Oh, my goodness. I got that from him, 3670 South Houston Levy Road in Collierville. Make sure you check them out. Now, it's time to talk with my buddy, Jay. My man, Jay, I don't know if you know this. He is hilarious, one. He's also an unbelievable chef. And he's been doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and he knows sports kind of like the back of his hand. Anthony Sane hooked me up with him, so I got to give a big shout-out to my bro, Anthony, for all the love. But he's on the SCEN, that's Sports Culture Entertainment Network on the YouTube. You can check him out off of 94 Feet of Life.
94 Feet of Life.
When you're doing a little basketball, and you do views from the 22, and that's about football, right?
Oh, yeah.
My man is all over sports, like, let's see, Will Smith on Chris Rock when he goes out there and just,
Hey, whether you believe it was a work slap or a real slap.
Still a slap.
It was a slap. So I'm slapping him around like that, I guess.
Man, you are. And we got all kinds of stuff going on. And Jay was making fun of me because I don't think he was listening, because that's just kind of what Jay does. I was talking about how if I look around, if I'm watching ESPN or Fox Sports 1 with the Cobra and Shannon Sharp. By the way, Shannon Sharp is still yoked, and he's like 55 years old. It's ridiculous. They're arguing back and forth, and it's always the Lakers, and it's always the Nets, and it's all these big market teams that seem like they're doing it wrong. And I remember when the Eagles tried to go forward and make this super team. And if you just look out through history, back when they brought the mailman and the glove down to L.A. and joined them up with Kobe and Shaq, the super teams seem not to work, and they do hurt your future. But if I look right here just in Memphis, and I look over at the Grizzlies organization, Taylor Jenkins is locked up. King Kleiman is grabbing people in rounds that make no sense. Desmond Bain never thought he was going to be this good. He knew he was going to find a role. He knew how hard of a worker he was. Everybody wants the potential of that guy to all of a sudden, oh, if you get this guy, he's only 21 years old. He could be the next Moses Malone. He could be the next Dr. J or MJ. But a lot of people don't go out there and get these role players. And when you already have somebody like a Ja Morant and a Trey J, and he just goes out there and keeps adding these pieces, and Taylor Jenkins keeps doing it right, should organizations like LA, New York, the Nets, should they actually start looking over at the Grizzlies and the way that they're handling their business?
They should, but arrogantly they won't.
Because it's straight up.
The Lakers, especially, because you have to think about it with the Lakers. Every championship team, with the exception of probably those that they put together with George Mikan, all of them have pretty much been constructed through trades, lopsided trades at the time. It's like
They brought in Kareem.
Think about Showtime.
Yep.
They got Magic right after they just got out of the playoffs, number one. They got James Worthy 2 years later, number one overall, right after winning a championship. You come back, you get Byron Scott a year or two after that, number 4, I think, and they were just in the finals. So the trades that they got to build the Lakers, they just kind of roll on that formula of building. But the thing of it is that it don't work no more. Not right now.
No, it's not. It really is not, is it?
Well, the whole super team concept.
Is it right now, though, and I'm going to interrupt you, I apologize. Does this have as much to do with the new athlete that we have? Because it seems like you get that big old bread, you get that big old bank. Sometimes you don't come to work and think you need to listen to other people when I don't care who you are. Michael Jordan needed coaching.
Well, it's one of those deals to where I saw Draymond Green speak on this earlier this week. Seen a couple other, especially athletes who now have podcasts. They're looking at themselves, even as players, they're business entities. Your primary employer is the one who pays you the most. Most would agree with that logic, right?
True.
Just in the standpoint of LeBron James, with him never really being the highest paid player
on the team, because right now he makes more money off of Nike.
Or in the league, but he's always made a lot more off the floor. He's carried himself like a business. That's kind of where he took the GOAT level, I think, the whole GOAT conversation thing to another level, because he was able to open up lanes for these players to now carry themselves as businesses in that fashion. And that's a tough adjustment away from the standard. You know what I'm saying? It makes things very uncomfortable. Also, just, from a social standpoint, I think, because you have people that feel like these players are entitled. Well, they've afforded these luxuries. They've played up to earn these luxuries. That's the thing of it. And it's tough for fans to accept. One of those deals, though. It's like I said last week. I don't make this stuff about me. It's business. I understand that business part, even the parts that I don't like. But it's like, okay, I can adjust to it. Because it's really what's telling the story of the greatest reality television program that we have, and that's sports.
And that is one reason I think I'm addicted to sports, is because you never know the truth, what's really going to happen. There's always more drama than Young and the Restless. It really is. There's always something going on that it just kind of pulls you in. But as I look around the NBA, seeing the Lakers go through what they're going through, seeing the Knicks do everything for Brunson, and again, Jalen Brunson, I think, is going to be a great basketball player. But this seems more like all in the family. You got Sam Rose, and you got Leon Rose, and you got Jalen and his daddy. I don't know if you know, Julius Randle is still there, and he's one of the most overrated, overpaid players in basketball. I don't see them actually taking that next step. But I look around at like the New Orleans Pelicans, and if Zaire kind of comes back and actually doesn't have a hurt foot, they could ascend so fast it's not even funny, especially. And then that's the other thing with the Lakers. When they look at New Orleans, do you think they want to cry?
I would if I were them, because they gave up a whole lot.
Dude.
Now, to be fair, on the Lakers side, they did get a championship out of it.
They did.
But they mortgaged a whole lot of future.
How happy do you think they'd be if they had Brandon Ingram right now? I think he's a full-blooded
without Magic
assassin.
Without Magic being there to meddle like he was before, they would love to have him. I thought that Magic at the time when he was there really set them back even further, because he's still stuck in 80s Showtime.
With the 80s, yep.
Magic, you're not even playing in the Forum no more. You're not at the Forum Club. Dr. Bus ain't around. This ain't that no more. So it has to be done a different way. With the Knicks, it's just historical. It's like you have to think about it with the Knicks. We're approaching season 50 since they last won a championship. But they carry themselves as the show. It's like for all of the NFL jokes that people give the Cowboys, you really can get a 49ers the same joke.
Yeah,
because it's been
you
a while
can.
since they
You
won.
can.
Although they are what I view as historical dynasties, they've pretty much established themselves as franchise dynasties just throughout their history. The Knicks can't. They don't stack up on their level. I mean, they won in the set. They won really. The Knicks last won when the ABA was still rolling.
That is sad and that is scary. I guess Bernard ain't walking through that door.
But look how they carry themselves. Just as look how they present. It's still New York. It's still bright lights, big city. Until Brooklyn kind of came along and took some of the shine. But the thing with Brooklyn is that they keep having other snafus that really take them away from getting to where they're trying to go.
So, and you're 100% right. We've been talking a lot of West Coast basketball because, of course, the Grizzlies, second best record in the West. You look at what the Suns, there's always a little bit of news. I still think, Chris Paul can't guard anybody. Ayton, I don't know if he's ever going to be the guy that they actually expect. Devin Booker, D-Book, man, he can stroke it. They're a great basketball team.
You know what their issue is, too?
It ain't Monty Williams.
No, it ain't Monty Williams. It ain't James Jones either.
It's their owner.
Go up a level higher.
By the way, you know what? I didn't even think about it. Aren't they the ones that are always in trouble from, some horrible, business practices or almost being sexist? And yes.
And these are some of the same people that told Amari Stoudemire that we already found your replacement. And they didn't get back to the playoffs after they said that till last year. That was the last time they made the play. Right before Stat got traded and went to New York or signed with New York.
Right.
They had that whole time where they missed the playoffs, and then they got Book, got Aiden. They was able to kind of build it back, and then they got Chris.
No, that's exactly right. The thing, though, weird about the West is you saw what Phoenix did last year. Unless they do get KD or something crazy, which we said that this was going to be done by today. It's been a week, and I almost feel like KD and Kyrie might be back in Brooklyn next year. I don't know if the Lakers are going to be able to do anything with R-Dub's contract and AD's health. But if you look at the West, man, New Orleans has that chance. The Clippers are going to be healthy this year. I think people forget about Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. I think that they're going to be on the ascension. I have no idea, though, what the hell the Minnesota Timberwolves are doing. I don't know how this works.
What?
I hope you can help me understand why you go get Rudy and Big Cat.
I can do my best. It's actually I'm one of those in the contingency that believes that this actually helps Cat.
You do?
Because
that way he can stay out of the paint?
He don't want to be in the
He
paint.
doesn't.
No way.
Him mean mugging last year, by the way, didn't even look right, did it?
Because it's not really him.
That's not him.
But he's one of those more skilled players, especially at that size, and he can play to his advantage. He can take guys off the dribble. He's quick enough to beat you off the dribble. He still can shoot the jumper. And then he still can go get you 15 rebounds along with the other 15 that Rudy gonna give you. Defensively, they put their scheme together the right way, and then you still got that young bull, Anthony Edwards, who is like bona fide.
By the way, I don't know if you saw this. Anthony Edwards isn't just great at basketball. He might be the best athlete right now. Did you see him throwing the football down at Georgia?
He's one of the most versatily talented athletes.
I think this guy could have played any sport, period.
He can play any sport. He can act.
Oh, yeah, dude. Ant-Man ain't no joke.
If you hold the Jacks tournament, they probably win that, too. So it's just,
if you throw in bones, he's probably going to walk away with all the cash.
But let's go back to, pre-draft with him. Remember, he was pretty much one of his alarming statements was, I like more than basketball.
Yep.
And people took that as
you don't love it.
Yeah, he don't love this. This might be a red flag. Actually, it was a green flag.
Yeah, it was I'm a super athlete.
He gets it.
My goodness. Honestly, right now, I think he's a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence after watching him throw that football down at Georgia. I was like, my goodness, this guy ain't no dang joke. But the Minnesota team, you see all the talent. I just don't know how it mixes. And then, of course, you have Golden State, who I think is absolutely, scary. Steph is getting older. I think Clay's going to get better. I think Wiseman's going to actually come back and contribute this year.
So
that stuff, if that does kind of actually come to fruition,
let me tell you who scares
we're in trouble.
Me. The aforementioned New Orleans Pelicans.
Mm-hmm.
They scare me. They scare me more than Dallas.
Yeah, me too.
Especially if you got Zion, you got Brandon Ingram, you got CJ.
Dude, CJ McCollum was lighting it up.
You got these dudes. You got Willie Green's got hoopers down in New Orleans.
Yeah, he does.
And that's right there all in the division with us, and we still got a young Rockets team we got to deal with. San Antonio might take a step back, okay, but you still got to deal with the Pacific Division, which everybody in the Pacific Division is a threat with the exception of Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
The Northwest, and they can pretty much hit you too, with Portland, with young Oklahoma City team who probably will be as unfazed as our Grizzly team was these past couple years. And now we're no longer hunting.
Mm-mm.
We've got
We're
a
the hunting.
target. We got
all
a
over our
big
back.
target, and we don't do much to shut it down.
Yes, I was going to say the Twitter
like the
sphere.
talking.
I do too. I love the talk.
I like the talking because it's like that's your swag. Roll with it.
I agree.
Just
with you.
own up, and they do a good job of that. When they don't get it done, they like, hey, we'll be back, and that's cool.
I did want to mention one other thing, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some National Football League situations. We've watched the quarterback carousel go around. Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold are going to compete. I think it's a horrible situation when you got Ben McAdoo who talked trash about both quarterbacks, saying Sam Darnold has a horrible delivery. Baker Mayfield's the most unathletic quarterback who's ever been taken number one, and he's little. And now you got him and Matt Rule, who's got pressure coming all over him. Christian McCaffrey, listen, he's got the hottest girlfriend on planet Earth. He was an amazing running back, but can't stay healthy.
You just walked me right into a joke when you mentioned Ben McAdoo, considering that you were sponsored by Family Leisure Broadcasting Studio, and that's who Ben McAdoo always reminded me of, the Family Leisure guy.
Yup,
Every time I
he
see him,
does.
I'm like, man, he looks just like, man, let me get a whirlpool, man. Bad cultures, man. The Giants, whether you're talking the Giants, whether you're talking Cleveland, which my motto with the Browns is the Browns, they gonna brown. They gonna do brown things. They're like the Everybody Hates Chris episode, just waiting to happen, just waiting on the jingle to come in. It's like they get there and it's something else. I'm not
New
not
York
a Baker
Jets.
apologist, but I don't think Baker's as bad as the rap as he gets.
I think it's unfair that people forget the guy had a torn labrum, he had cracked ribs and a hurt shoulder, and he still played. The year before that, he got them their first win in over 20 years.
He hadn't been to the playoffs since Kelly Holcomb.
I mean,
and Tim Couch split time.
Yup.
20 years ago.
Then he sure ain't Brandon Whedon.
Oh my God.
Like they've had some bad quarterbacks up there.
And then it's just like that's just bad culture historically. And it's like I'm looking at what's going on in Charlotte, and it's like, yo, something's got to give. Because I think about where they were just a handful of years ago with Cam. It's like you were right there, but eventually
I didn't think about this. Poor Cam, he's never gonna he's done, isn't he?
Oh yeah. I thought he was done when they signed him back.
With New England.
I was just happy that he was able to get his money.
Yeah. Because you know what? He's one of those guys. He could be a backup, but his persona won't. I don't think allow him to be a backup.
I don't think the ego will allow him to sit still for it. Although he could be valuable, with the game that he can.
I would rather listen to Cam Newton call games than Tom Brady. And they gave him $375 million because at least he's always dressed up and he's going to tell you his opinion. Shoot, I think Cam needs to work on getting on the television, man.
See, my guys over at Views from the 22, they would not be pleased with your displeasure and comments of one Tom Brady.
Listen, Tom has got a dad bod. He's married to a supermodel. He's the GOAT. He's got 7 championships. I'm a little jealous, okay?
Tom is like he's the perfect heel professional wrestler, to be honest with you. He's got it all.
He's got it all. He's
like
Ted
the
DiBiase, the $1 Million Man.
Right. And the wild part is like he signed for his largest money when he's like 43, 45 years old or whatever. So it's like he's always been taking a discount. For all those years he was in New England, okay, yeah, I take 10.
Me and Tom Brady are the same age. He plays in the National Football League, and he plays to a level that is so high it makes no sense.
It's unheard
I
of.
play baseball once or twice a week, and I sometimes cry the next day because my body hurts so bad.
His preparation in general, though, my guys talk about this all the time, especially when they'll go to games and we like to go to games and we'll get there for like warm-ups just to see,
the man out there doing his thing.
Prepare. And they like Tom Brady's preparation, just pregame everything. It's like it's a lot similar, I guess, to what they say how it was when you see Clemens warming up in the bullpen. You know, it's like everybody just gonna go check that out. Just go watch. You know, just see this master prepare. You know, just go prepare to do work. You know, but it's crazy, man. The NFL's gonna be fun, but it's also gonna be chaotic because it's like y'all ain't got this figured out yet. And what I'm talking about, I guess, is the cultural standpoint of how to win. You got those that's going to continue to be in the top 5, top 10 of the draft, and not because they got a trade or something like that. You're just slow. You're just that garbage. And
that's what it's going to be. Just look at the Jets and the Giants every single year.
It's New York, man. It's like we have to discount the Yankees and the Rangers because they do their work. The Jets, come on, Chief.
The Jets are so, man. Like, there's just so many.
We call them
missteps.
Spirit Airlines if used from the 22.
Dude, you know Vinny Testaverde is the last time I think they're like when he was playing quarterback for the Jets when his career was basically over. And I think what was it, Bill coaching him that one year? That was the last time that even the Jets were even mattered. I mean,
they had a couple of decent teams with Chad Pennington.
Okay, I did like Chad.
Right, Chad was
You're
cool.
right. You're right.
Sanchez
he
was
did
like,
have a
come
noodle
on,
arm though,
Chief.
but I liked him.
Right. He had he threw like a shortstop, but that's fair.
He really did. Oh my goodness, Jay! Tell everybody how they can catch you not only on Fridays, every Friday at 11:30, right here in studio. We're gonna rap, we're gonna cut it up, but he also again does sports, entertainment, culture. Talks.
I opened it up. I got my Twitter link hooked up. 94 feet is story on Twitter. I think I already sent you. I've already got you on the follow.
Good.
And our YouTube link is in the bio.
Oh, yeah, I got it all, man. And don't forget, again, the YouTube channel is very simple. Just youtube.com/Slee/SCEN1. Check it out. My guy's always talking some fun stuff. Plus, again, let's be honest. Cheech and Chong ain't got nothing on you.
Check us out Sunday. We got a live show Sunday. We're going to be talking about some of the best NBA teams that didn't win.
Sunday at what time?
We're probably going to rock about 7 Central Time.
7
Central.
p.m. Central Time Sunday night. Lock it, load it, fire it up, and come along and take a hit from Jay's bong. Be blessed, my friend. We're going to do this again. I'm going to take a quick time out, and we're going to talk with a little Al Capone. He's wrestling, by the way, this weekend.
I might go check that out. I saw his promo video on YouTube.
During the break, we'll talk about it. I'll get you a ticket, man. I got it like that, Jay. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Is there a room in your house that never seems to cool or heat the way you think it should? Then a Mitsubishi ductless system may be a solution for you. Hi, this is Lauren Choate with Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing. Ductless systems are relatively new to the United States, but Mitsubishi ductless systems are a proven energy saver because the system does not have any ductwork, so it can blow colder air in the summer and warmer air in the winter. Mitsubishi's inverter-driven compressors automatically adjust to your cooling or heating demands to deliver ideal comfort while only using the energy that is needed. No more, no less. Do you have a bonus room, sunroom, or master bedroom that never cools right? Maybe a new addition to your home or a garage you want heated or cooled. Now you can do it efficiently. Call Choates today at 755-4797 or visit our website at choateshvac.com to schedule your free estimate. And remember, Choates, let our family serve your family.
Regions Bank presents Darius Rucker. Live at the Garden, Friday, July 15th at Radiance Amphitheater. Gates open 6 p.m. Concert starts at 8 p.m. with Dave's Highway. General admission lawn tickets are still available at Ticketmaster.com. For more information, go to LiveAtTheGarden.com. Also presented by Duncan Williams, AutoZone, True Green, Gossett Motors, The Lily Company, Pro Show, and Mahappy Events.
It's time to vacation at home with Family Leisure. That's right. Enjoy a vacation in your own backyard with a little help from Family Leisure. Like play gyms and trampolines, they're now $500 off. And those trampolines, by the way, they've got that mesh on the side, so trampolines are now safe and you'll be the hit of the neighborhood. They've got hot tubs in stock and ready to go, and you can get up to $1,000 off when you pick them up. All kinds of do-it-yourself pool specials, like savings of up to $1,500 on all in-stock pools when you pick it up and install them yourself. And if you're looking for patio furniture, then stop on in, because they have tons in stock and they're ready for you to pick up. So get ready for that vacation at home with the help from Family Leisure. Family Leisure's Vacation at Home sale. It's happening right now at Whitten Road and I-40, where family and fun truly do come together.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Grapevine Liquor and Wine has the largest selection of bourbon in North Mississippi and wines from all over the world. Let Jimmy the Delta Boy help you select the perfect spirit or wine to impress. Whether you're looking for the best price or a certain flavor profile, Grapevine Liquor and Wines has it. If you want good southern treatment and the hottest prices, Grapevine Liquor and Wine, Getwell Road, South Haven.
Hotty toddy, gosh almighty, where do you get your bourbon? Flim flam, bim bam, Grapevine, by damn.
Welcome to Triumph Auto Sales, where you'll have a great car buying experience. Triumph Auto Sales is your #1 source of quality pre-owned vehicles, ranging from lease returns to new car trades, all at huge savings. Plus, Triumph has a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Find your next car online at TriumphAutoSales.com or stop in today at 4875 Elmore Road. Triumph Auto Sales will help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need and the service you deserve. For a great car and a great experience from a local and family-owned business, visit Triumph Auto Sales.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hi, everybody. Greg Gaston for FanDuel. Add a little excitement to your sports watching experience by betting on all the action on FanDuel Sportsbook. There's a reason why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. Their app is simple to use. They've got great odds on all different betting markets, unique fun bet types like same-game parlays, and exclusive always-on promotions such as enhanced odds boosts on the biggest events that let you get more action out of every game day. And if you win, they even get you your winnings safely in as little as 24 hours. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app to get started, and be sure to sign up with promo code GASMAN so they know I sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code GASMAN. Must be 21 or over and present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit is required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable site credit that expires 14 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call Tennessee Redline at 1-800-889-9789.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
That's one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 56 happy hour on a beautiful Friday. It's time for me to talk to the man, the myth, the living legend, Al Capone, Al Capizzi. Oh, boy. He don't play no games, and he's going to do a little stuff with the CW30 Wrestling this Sunday. Got a new song coming out. Life's treating him extremely well. It always is. And he joins me right now. What's up, Al?
What's up, man? What's happening with you?
Man, just chilling like a villain, man. What do you got going on this Sunday with the Star over at the CW30? I'm hearing all kinds of amazing things.
Man, we about to turn all the way up, you know what I'm saying? It's all about wrestling here in Memphis. I want everybody to go to Championship Wrestling Memphis.com, you know what I'm saying? It'll give you all the details, but basically, I'm going to be there, christening the fact that, we're going to be using Whoop That Trick, or they'll be using Whoop That Trick, as part of the music and with their wrestling program. But, I might get a little physical. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I got a few of my goons coming with me, you know what I'm saying? Just in case, you never know what's lurking around the corner, man. So I just have to be prepared and ready for whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't just coming there and slacking on my macking.
Oh, I know you never slack on your macking, man. You always do it right. And it's going to be this Sunday, 3296 Winbrook Drive. It's the wrestling sitter, the 1230 VIP with the Grizz. Grizz will be there. Al Capone, Al Capizzi. Oh, boy. Plus, you got... Oh, boy. You got the wrestling going down, 1:45 bedtime. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get out early. But go to ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com, like Al said. And if you know this, and if you hear what I'm saying, you can get a ticket. Use the code WHOOP. WHOOP. I think you know what that's for. You get $5 off. That means you get your ticket for $5. It is going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. Plus, you need to follow him on the TikTok at the CW30 Wrestling. You know Dustin Starr, who's with FC 901, the Grizzlies, the Redbirds, with the wrestling. He's doing all of his things. And I would just say right now, I mean, everybody over there is getting buck wild. And you can actually watch that bad boy because they are going to be shooting 3 episodes. One night this week, you can go over there and check it out over at Buster's. They're going to be over there watching a little wrestling, a little drinking, eating special. Dustin and Maria show up a lot of the times. But Al, man, I got to bring this up for you. I hadn't seen you in a while, man, since back when we were going crazy at the Grizzlies and me and you and remember Cerrito, we were there on that Saturday. We were partying, and then when you went down to the Grizzlies game that night, you straight up just changed the culture for a while. What does it feel like, Al, to be a cultural phenomenon and that big in Memphis?
Well, first and foremost, man, I want to apologize, man. I should have been there with you, man, so we could have, you know what I'm saying, had a real kumbaya, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, I got a number of love for everybody up there playing, so so there's the first thing, man. I should have been there, man. Next time that you have something going on and you want me there, I will make sure I am there, present in the building with you. So that's first and foremost. The second thing, I mean, to have this cultural status, not only with Whoop That Trick, but just as a Memphis rap pioneer and a legend for us, the Memphis rap sound in general, that's bigger than ever today, you know what I'm saying, to be one of those, to be a forefather of that whole music and Memphis rap sound, it feels amazing, and Whoop That Trick is just that another stamp, you know what I'm saying, another feather in the hat to say, I can say that I did a few things, while I was, a part of this music game, and now this whole entertainment game is it just feels amazing to be able to say that. And I'm also continuing, to try to, be innovative. Right now, they're doing a lot of stuff for us, blues, rap. So I'm doing this. That's like that's been my next focus. Is a whole blues rap genre album that I've been working on. I released a few singles, and it's been received very well.
I saw some of your singles on YouTube, by the way, that you've been dropping. Yeah. So again, you can just go to Al Capone Music, I believe, on the Facebook or on the YouTube. And I saw some new stuff out there that I was absolutely loving.
Yeah, man. I mean, working with I always been working with a live band as a rapper. I feel like that musical element is very important. Being from Memphis, because Memphis is a music town. We have musicians here, and it's like, even though I'm from the underground rap scene, let's incorporate the music, element along with the Memphis rap element, and now I'm focused on the blues. But back to Whoop That Trick, man. You know what I'm saying? Whoop That Trick is just. It doesn't. It seems like I'm getting stuck because every time I think it's big, it gets bigger.
It does get bigger.
So it gets bigger. It's like it's crazy how big it keeps getting, and the fact that I was able to. I am the father of that baby Whoop That Trick. I am that. I am the papa. You know what I'm saying? I birthed that particular one. And it feels good to watch, it's like watching your kid grow, but your kid grow and become something, bigger than you, it's amazing to see. And I'm embracing all the love and the fact that I can represent Memphis. And it's become our, fight song, our fight back song, our will to win song. I'm just happy to be a part of that whole thing. And now we're going into Memphis wrestling now. Man, I've been a fan of Memphis wrestling since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Waking up in the morning on Saturdays watching Memphis wrestling, and to be able to be a part of it in any kind of way, right now, today, is an absolute honor because, like I said, I grew up watching wrestling. I've been a fan of wrestling.
It's like watching the kid when you were just a little kid. You never ever thought that there would be something that you would have an anthem like that or an anthem at the Grizz. But I got to tell you two things that I thought are some of the coolest things I've seen. First year, I'm not going to lie. When we're in the postseason and everybody's got the yellow towels out and Whoop That Trick's going bananas, that's something you'll never forget. But I remember going to Nashville, and you had a bunch of people started singing Rocky Top. Good old Rocky Top. And then all the Memphis fans, they just started drowning them out and started going, Whoop That Trick. Whoop that trick! It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. You had the half the bars trying to sing Rocky Top, and Memphis just flooded them out with Whoop That Trick. But then I do have to say, in the postseason, did you see Draymond Green, who got up and started dancing to Whoop That Trick, even though they were getting their brains beat out at home against the Grizzlies this year?
Hey man, that was to be honest with you, I was. It was cool that he accepted the beating. You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
To me, he was accepting their beating, and it's almost like if you can't beat them, join them. You know what I'm saying? And he joined in with a smile on his face because we were spanking that Taz. You know?
Yeah. That was a beatdown of epic proportion.
I was trying to be clean with it. I hope
you did. You did a great job. You did a great job with that. I'm telling you right now. But no, Al, I just got to say, man, seriously, as a Memphian, somebody before I want to do this because I know I'm a little older than you and stuff. Did let's just say did 8-Ball MJD coming out hard, living like a pimpster, maybe Space Age? Did Project Pat, DJ Paul, did they kind of help maybe bring you in because your style is different, but Memphis rap is Memphis rap? Were some of these guys big influences?
Well, listen, the funny part of what you said, you asked me if they were influences on me, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, let me educate you, sir. I came before all of them.
What?
So I influenced. I'm probably the influence.
I did not even know that, man. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, man, we probably be. I ain't no young whippersnapper. I'm an OG. You know what I'm saying? I came out
early 90s,
early
right?
1991 was the first time of my first song burst onto the scene. So that was pre-3-6. That was pre-Project Pat. I think they started coming along maybe a couple of years after that. But, I was before then. I think 8-Ball them. Actually, me and 8-Ball, MJD, we were around the same time.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, when Coming Out Hard came out, I was all up into a little bit of that, dude. I loved that, man.
Yeah, we was at the same time. They're actually my peers, so and we still got love for each other to this day. But everybody else actually came afterwards. So hey, Hey, and I'm cool with being an OG. So it's all love. It's Memphis, man. We represent Memphis to the fullest. So shout out to everybody that's Memphis. The most beautiful land in the world.
Yes, sir. Memphis, Maine. I'm talking with Al Capone, Al Capizzi. Oh, boy. I appreciate your time. Uh-oh. You got some more love?
Championship Wrestling, man. Y'all come on out. We just want to remind y'all this Sunday, July 10th, come on out. Man, come support us. You represent Memphis. Come on out and support us. You love wrestling. You love Memphis wrestling. Come out and support us. You love Memphis rap music. Come out and support us, and let's make history as entertainers and fans all coming together to represent Memphis. If you're not from Memphis and you love Memphis, come on out, kick it with us again this Sunday, July 10th. It kicks off at 12:30. I'll be there to sign some autographs, take pictures. You know what I'm saying? Shake hands and kiss the baby. We're gonna have Whoop That Trick shirts available. Come on out about 12:30.
Oh, I want one of those shirts.
You gotta be in the building.
I'll be there, but I'll be there about 12:15. I'm gonna make sure I get in there a little extra early. So, but everybody
right,
out there.
Hey, you just said it right. Don't meet me there, beat me there. ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com. Again, ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com. Get your tickets now.
And don't forget, use the code WHOOP to get $5 off, because that's exactly how Al Capone, Al Capizzi, and oh boy.
There it is, my guy.
Until Sunday, brother, you be blessed out there and enjoy your weekend. You got it?
Whoop that trick.
Love you. That's my buddy Al Capone, Al Capizzi. Oh, boy. And by the way, do me a favor and start it back up. Just give me a little bit of whoop trick to make me feel good about that. CW Wrestling. Ain't no joke anymore. CW30. Check them out on the TikTok. Dustin Starr will be there. All the wrestling greats, the legends, the people out there who are doing all the business. Plus, every once in a while, I mean, the Maria Starr, she's going to be back out there this weekend. Whoop That Trick, commercials are going to be, T-shirts are coming out. You never know. You might see Pete Pranica up in that bad boy. I will tell you one thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's in the middle of the afternoon on Sunday. 3296 Winbrook Drive. It's the Wrestling Center, baby. Oh, thank you again to a little Al Capone, a little Al Capizzi. Oh, boy. Took me back to the days of him, 8-Ball, MJG, and the 90s Memphis rap scene. But he's still out here making great new music. Check him out on Apple Music. Check him in on the YouTube, the Facebook. You can find Al Capone, Al Capizzi, and oh, boy, all over the place. New songs coming out because he does not play. On the other side, I don't know if you know this, I'm going to get into Hardwood because it just feels so dead gum good. But first, I have to tell you a little secret. Do you know what that secret is, Jay?
What is it, John?
It's Friday, so Tito's handmade vodka, because if life hands you lemons, you just make a lemon drop. You don't freak out. You don't fret. You just make sure you make it with Tito's handmade vodka. It's crafted. It's distilled right here in the United States. It's the best vodka I've ever had in my entire life. 100% gluten-free because it's made with corn. Tito Beverage came up with the recipe. He stills it in copper pots, gives it a very unique flavor, slightly sweet with a black pepper note. It doesn't matter if you're crafting a cocktail or you're just drinking it neat. Get your Tito's on today. We're going to be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail on a beautiful Friday on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Let former Memphis Tiger Gabe Kuhn and Brett Norsworthy take you home every afternoon with Sports Time on Sports 56. Weekdays from 3 to 6 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Make sure to stop by 10th Inning Sports Bar and Grill for the best home-cooked lunches around Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. Meatloaf, baked chicken, catfish, and more, along with yummy veggies. Plus a great brunch on weekends from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. They have plenty of TVs to watch sports, and they have live entertainment on the weekends. Join them on Sundays for Left Turn Sunday NASCAR watch parties with beer and food specials. 10th Inning Sports Bar and Grill, voted the #1 sports bar in DeSoto County. Getwell Road, South Haven.
Add a little excitement to your sports watching experience by betting on all the action on FanDuel Sportsbook.
There's a reason why FanDuel is America's #1 sports book. Their app is simple to use. They've got great odds on all different betting markets, unique, fun bet types like same-game parlay, and exclusive, always-on promotions such as enhanced odds boosts on the biggest events to let you get more action out of every game day. And if you win, they even get you your winnings safely in as little as 24 hours. If you've never tried FanDuel Sportsbook, what are you waiting for? Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app to get started and be sure to sign up with promo code CASH so they know I sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code CASH. Must be 21 and older and present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable site credit that expires 14 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call the Tennessee Red Line at 1-800-889-9789.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roof Services. As we all know, Memphis can be a hotbed for severe weather, and that weather can play havoc on our roofs. Most people don't know what they should do first when they're concerned about the condition of their roof. Call their insurance company, call a contractor, or trust a door-to-door salesman that's making claims that are hard to believe. My advice would be call the contractor that you know and trust. If you don't know any, research your local contractors and give 2 or 3 a call. I hope your research will lead you to us. Have your roof inspected, decide for yourself what you should do, and whether or not you should file a claim with your insurance company. It's your home, it's your policy, and it's your money. Don't let anyone pressure you into anything. If you give Five-Ash Roofing a call, we promise personal service with a member of our family with no pressure and no hype. Five-Ash Roof Services, proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Five-Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Barks now offers you just about everything you need for your furry family member. Daycare, luxury boarding, award-winning grooming, veterinary checkups, diagnostic services including digital x-ray, fluoroscopy and ultrasound, complete dental service, vaccinations, preventative care for fleas, ticks, and heartworms, and just about any needed surgical treatment. And did I mention that we treat cats and all types of exotic pets? We are the newest member of the Barks family and the newest, most high-tech veterinary hospital in the Mid-South. Located directly across the street from Barks and Recreation, we are a full-service hospital with a fantastic, experienced staff. If you're having problems getting a timely appointment at your current vet's facility, we are here to serve you. Call us at 901-979-8888. Barks and Medication. Excellence in veterinary care.
So by now you've heard that Bell Tavern, Memphis's perfect neighborhood bar downtown, has reopened. You've heard that it's a perfect spot with the coldest beer in town, great cocktails, the friendliest bartenders anywhere, and even access to the menu at 117 Prime. But here's something you might not know. Since the easiest way to get into Bell Tavern is to enter through the dining room at 117 Prime, that means you can also avail yourself of the valet parking from Prime. How cool is that? You can go to a great, comfortable bar, and you don't even have to mess with parking. Plus, there's just something so cool about valet parking to a bar.
Listen Sundays at 11 a.m. to join Idlewild Presbyterian Church for worship. Idlewild is a PCUSA church located in Midtown Memphis.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan still hanging out with me. Connor's over there, probably confused, wondering what's going on in the world. Connor, how old are you? 21 yet?
I'm fantastic.
Are you
No,
21?
he said, how old are you?
Oh, 21.
21.
Good. You know where you need to go? Grapevine Liquor and Wines. Let me just tell you a little something, man. You want to celebrate? You want to party? You want to have some fun? You want to get ripe as rain before you go see Al Capizzi, Maria Starr, Dustin Starr, and everybody over at the Wrestling Center? Go to Grapevine Liquor and Wines. They're open at 5847 Getwell Road. They carry one of the largest selection of bourbons, period, in North Mississippi. They got everything you need. They got nothing you don't because they got booze all over the place. Plus, if you tell Jimmy, the Delta Boy, and his staff, they're my buddies, they're going to point you in the right direction to Jack Daniels. You can get that bad boy for $69. Oh, the special price, $69 for a fifth of Jack Daniels. Again, they got tequila, they got wine, they got vodka, they got bourbon, they got everything you need. Grapevine Liquor and Wines. They're ready for any celebration, any party, any event, or if you just want to sit at home and relax while it's hot as can be out there, drinking maybe a cold Tito's and cranberry while you're getting ready for a little Sunday action. Yes, because thank you again to Al Capone. Thank you again to Dustin Starr. But this Sunday, 3296 Winbrook Drive. It's the Wrestling Center. Go to championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. Put in the code WHOOP and get $5 off. Bing, bang, boom. You're going to have a lot of fun. You can get Al Capone jerseys. Grizz is going to be there. Dustin, Maria. The whole world's going to be there partying. And they're going to be shooting some tape. And they're going to be wrestling and doing all kinds of fun stuff because, man, this is Memphis. Now it is time to go to a special place, Jay. Do you know where that is?
Tell me.
Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
All right, I got to say, this is a weird Friday. Jay Morgan's over there on the other side. I walk in to see what Jay's doing. You think I might catch him looking at something
Watching golf,
dangerous.
pornography.
I was going to say, I mean, I might see. If I walk in
Because that's
there,
really all I do in here during the show
that's
is
what I
watch
was thinking.
pornography.
And you watch golf and really bad basketball. That was like the night before. You do that.
I do. That's during the regular season.
That's the regular season. But here's what's sad for me. You were watching video games. Because
No.
That wasn't a video game? It looked like a video game to me?
Poker.
I don't even know
Some
her.
days I do watch video games, though.
I don't know if you know this, but I don't even know her.
That was funny.
But you
It's my
told me
favorite
that
joke.
70% of your bets on video games are clearing.
Well, not mine. I follow a guy named Dan the Man.
Dan the Man.
He's a London-based handicapper that bets on esports, and he hits at a 68% clip, and he's 17-5 this year in the Call of Duty League. So he has some Call of Duty bets for today. If you can find a place to bet him, I would bet him. He has the Atlanta FaZe versus the London Royal Ravens over 3.5 maps. So they play a best-of-5 series, right? Yeah, best-of-5 series. He bets that it goes further than 3.5 maps. And then also, he has the Florida Mutineers, which is another team in the Call of Duty League, to beat Paris Legion by more than 1.5 games.
I hate to say this, their names are horrible in Call of Duty.
Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty game is in a terrible shape right now, but we can win some money betting on this because there's a huge discrepancy in who's good and who's bad. I'm telling you what, if you're a degenerate gambler and you're looking for a closer to a sure thing from a handicapper, bet on esports if you can find a book that bets on it because these handicappers hit at a really high clip.
Fascinating that we can bet on video games.
Isn't it interesting though? You can't really find it at many like BetMGM doesn't have it. FanDuel, DraftKings, they don't have it.
You got to go to the Bovada.
But Daily Fantasy, you can do Daily Fantasy with these teams.
DraftKings?
And FanDuel with these guys, but they don't have real lines for it.
I don't like DraftKings.
I don't love it either.
Do you know why?
Why?
They're the most annoying about sending you, what is it, a 1099 or something?
Tax form?
Yeah, dude. They are like, the minute you win something big, dude, they're like sending you a tax form, ignoring the hell out of you. Do I have to save every one of my losing tickets? Like, shut up. I don't like DraftKings.
I bet FanDuel operates the same way. Well, FanDuel's British, so maybe not.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm all about the Peaky Blinders.
So maybe you should bet with FanDuel. No, don't bet with FanDuel. Well, bet with FanDuel. They're a sponsor here. I love FanDuel. Me, I love FanDuel. It's the only place I bet.
To be honest with you, I'm on FanDuel and the BetMGM. I do them all the time.
Really?
Yeah, just go back and forth who has the better odds.
BetMGM I like a lot too, but FanDuel is really
pays
nice.
You faster, but FanDuel gets you within 24 hours.
Yeah,
Like
BetMGM is immediate. It's in your bank account right when you take it out.
Dude, I just took my money out. Now I can actually take this girl out. Chas, that is.
The Barstool Sportsbook is also very immediate with their payouts. Barstool has pretty good odds too. So it's kind of like FanDuel where they don't go in 5 and 10 increments. They can do you can have a 118 or something like that, or 112.
Barstool, wait, is that the guy who Congress was talking some ish to?
Yeah, to the commissioner.
Roger Goodell and going, why can't you banned him from all the games?
He was
What's
doing
his
that for
name?
clout.
Dave something?
Dave Portnoy. That was such a clout-chasing move by that congressman.
It was?
Yeah, he just wanted to. He knew it would be retweeted on the internet if he brought up this guy and said he wasn't, so he knew he would get
Is
the
he an
recognition.
a-hole or something?
Who, Portnoy or the commissioner? Both.
I mean, both of them
both of them.
They just both are?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, hey.
But a lot of people like Dave Portnoy, so I probably shouldn't say that.
A lot of people don't, obviously.
A lot of people don't.
Chris Sale, you know what he did yesterday?
What'd he do yesterday?
He lost his damn lunch.
He did.
He lost his mind as well. He broke a whole lot of things. And this is what messes me up. I don't know if you know this, but I have nice television. Do you have nice TVs?
You got a pretty good TV.
I don't know. Do you know that you can actually go find HD TVs, really, really nice for cheap. I got a 55 or something like that. It's a fat television. You know how much I paid for it?
Less than they paid.
$250.
Wow. How much did they pay for theirs?
$1,100. You're in the minor leagues. Why are you watching a TV that night?
You should say, hey, you send him a tweet and say, look, hey, if you want a TV, I can find it for you cheaper price. You just pay me the difference. We'll split it that way.
What does this TV have so special that it's basically $850, $750
It'll cook you
more?
dinner.
No, $850. I didn't do math.
You can reach your arm into it and become part of what's on the screen.
Have you seen the cleanup though? By the way, Joe McDonald, who was one of the guys who had to clean up the whole situation, showed the before and after pictures. It is kind of bad.
Oh, it was terrible. And then I saw Chris Sale said something about it too.
Yeah, he said that I probably going to have to have Tommy John surgery for a third time because I broke a bunch of televisions and destroyed things and I can't pitch anymore.
I didn't hear that quote.
Well, I'm just paraphrasing.
No, I heard him say something like, if you don't want me to react that way, you shouldn't be filming me. Should I want to be in a rehab starting AAA? Sorry, I was frustrated. Well, you don't have to react that way, though.
You don't. You know what? You don't have to be like Steph Curry either.
What does Steph Curry do?
This poor kid walks up to Steph Curry and says, hey, I want your autograph. You know what Steph Curry made him do? Drop and give him 30.
He peed on his shoes.
No, he did not do that. And Aisha did not feed this poor boy either. He literally made the guy get down and do 30 push-ups. I don't know about you, but
Connor says he likes it.
He likes what?
He thinks it's making a man out of him.
Connor, get on the ground and do 30
Wow,
push-ups.
I don't think you can. He's an intern. That's hard labor. You can't do that.
I am not saying I'm going to give him an autograph either, but I will say, do you want to be here on Monday? I want 30 push-ups right now.
John, I have one more for you here. You were talking about fans that do terrible things to their players. I found earlier this week, I played this on Wolo and Friends with Bryant, I found recently uncovered interview from Tom Seaver about his interaction with a fan. Tom Seaver, kind of a jerk. You want to hear this?
Yeah, I like Tom Seaver, I think.
One day, a little boy came up to me asking for an autograph. He seemed like a good little boy, so I said, sure, I'll give you an autograph for $60. But he didn't have $60, so I peed on his shoe.
Wow, Tom Seaver's a jerk, John. Can you believe that? So, which is worse, Tom Seaver or Steph Curry?
I'm kind of proud of Tom Seaver.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, dude, Steph Curry didn't pee on anybody's shoe or threaten to do that.
So Tom Seaver's is worse.
Yeah, no, it's actually cooler. I mean,
way cooler.
Tom Seaver always got a little Brooks Koepka in him, doesn't he?
I must have.
Oh, by the way, did you see your boy Stryker last night?
Yeah, oh, man.
He pitched extremely well. They still lost. I did take the Cardinals.
And Dylan Carlson's catch saved the game. That guy's good, man.
I don't even know how he – did you hear Brian Snitker after the game?
No.
Going, I still don't know how Carlson.
I don't know how I caught it either. That was incredible.
He was doing his best Michael Harris impression, period.
I was going to say that earlier to you. 2 center fielders yesterday. Dominating baseball right now. And Michael Harris, for hitting in the 9-hole, hitting 300,
I
man.
know, and hit some big home runs. I don't know if you saw what he did on Sunday. 9th inning, 2 outs, tie game. Do you know what he did?
What?
He walked that Jun off first pitch.
Walking it off.
Hung that mug. He just turned on that Jun like it was going out of style.
What'd you think about Liberatore, though? He's probably a reliever.
Liberatore.
No, I'm disparaging him. I think he might be a reliever.
I don't know if he's a reliever because, one, I don't know if
He threw 80 pitches in 4 innings.
That's why I don't know if he's
terrible,
a reliever. He needs to go out there and cut down on the pitching, throw a little bit harder, and he's going to have to come up with a more dominant number 2 pitch.
Right.
You got 1 good pitch and 2 very
mediocre
double-A baseball pitches.
Do you think Strider is a
I think Strider is going to be one of the best pitchers going forward, period.
So you've seen enough so I saw this morning the Braves to win the NL plus 510.
Right now Strider is the best pitcher on that team. I know we talked about Max Fried this week.
So that means you have 3 pitchers that you're confident in the playoffs.
Extremely good,
plus 510.
Hold on.
To win the
Charlie
NL.
Morton is making me nervous.
He pitches tonight.
I'm not convinced that he goes out there, he can still throw the ball hard. He's very smart when he's on the mound.
So he'd be your 3rd guy then in the playoffs.
But the thing is, if you watch, Charlie will throw that old Uncle Charlie up there, that curveball that does
right over the plate.
That goes,
loopy-loop.
Woo! And it's dead red right down the middle, and it is made for pro baseball players to break. And I think you should get rid of that in his arsenal, to be honest with you. I think you should say change ball, slider, and fastball.
So are you confident enough to bet the plus 510? That's good value.
Hell no.
That's good value, especially if you think the matchup might be Cardinals-Brewers, where the Dodgers might have to get Mets or Padres. I really like the plus 510, to be honest with you.
I hear what you're saying. It's too extended, if you know what I'm saying.
Too far out.
And plus, I got to see what's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of moves made. How healthy is Jacob deGrom going to come back? How's Max Scherzer going to look going forward for the Mets? Right now, the Braves organization, yes, they're playing great baseball, but last year they were the last team to get to 500, and then they went and won the whole damn thing.
So you want to see some consistency.
So I do want to, and I also, that Braves bullpen, I hate to say it, Snitker is using them before the end of the year, their arms are all going to be dead. Poor Will Smith. Poor Tyler Massey.
They're going to throw until his arm falls off.
They're just throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing. And you're like, damn, bruh.
Could be buyers, though. That's a team that could be buyers. I don't know what they would buy with, but they could be buyers.
Astros scared the hell out of, I'm sure, a lot of people yesterday who laid that 380. Did you see it was 2-0 after the 2nd inning? I was going, they're throwing the ball game.
I needed Verlander to go 7-2. He only went 6.
I didn't bet it. Thank God. Ugh. Well, thank God.
So close, too, man.
But that 3-run inning, what they had, what was that, the 7th?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're pretty good. Do you know who I think is one of the more overrated teams in all of baseball, though, right now?
Who's that?
Who's the best team in the NL West?
The Los Angeles Dodgers.
That's what everybody says, don't they?
But you think they're overrated?
I think that I think that this is – how many times have we seen the Dodgers go out there, dominate the regular season, get to the postseason, and then they just look like trash? Tony Gonsolin, great pitcher. Clayton Kershaw, what's going to be with him? He's still Clayton Kershaw. You know his postseason struggles. Walker Buehler, who I thought was going to be the best pitcher this year in the National League, he's out for so much longer. I don't know if he's going to be able to come back healthy. And Julio Urias, he looks like he is Don Drysdale or Oral Hershiser.
He saw a
some
ghost.
days. And then you know what he looks like? Rick Ankiel other days. I mean, you just never know what the heck you're going to get with him.
Not in center field, though. Rick Ankiel on the mound.
On the mound, yeah, I'm talking about the pitcher before he decided I can't, I'm just throwing
before
the ball.
He got the yips.
I got the yips. Chuck Knobloch, man. When he got the yips for the Yankees at second base, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
The one thing going for the Dodgers, though, is getting through that lineup every night is
Gavin
chore.
Lux is overrated at second base. I think Freddie Freeman is the baller at first. I think your shortstop in Trey Turner, of course, he's the creme de la creme. I don't like what they're doing at third base with rotating Max Muncy and Justin Turner.
Who do you like more?
Justin Turner, I'm sorry. Max Muncy needs to be at the DH. He doesn't need to be in the field. He plays third base. It looks like a first baseman's glove.
He only plays third base because he can't play first because they have one of the best hitters in baseball over there.
And he's really good at defense. He's a lot better than them. And then the outfield, I'm sorry, I don't believe in Cody Bellinger. I love Mookie Betts. I don't like Chris Taylor. You know, it's Will Smith batting cleanup as your catcher. Yes, he's one of the better catchers.
Playing well, too.
He's playing well, but is he really your clean? I mean, why is he batting cleanup?
Catcher at cleanup.
I don't like it.
I think those days might be behind us, though, where like positional hitting like that is different, though. But, John, guess who is on the line right now?
Is it T-Money and Brasky?
Well, T-Money's not here yet. He might be waiting for us to get to him, but Uncle Brasky's here right now, and he got a little lucky. You said earlier with all the sports books paying people out.
Yes, we did because of the hot dog situation. I don't have to do anything but love him, but I do want to remind all you people out there, especially you, Brasky, if anything ever happens to your house, make sure you call my buddy Brian Elder. If you have roofing issues, that can be bad. Water damage is a disaster. If your roof don't work, guess what happens? Your house don't work. It's called a cardboard box. Don't let anything bad happen to your roof. If you got your insurance carrier involved, you're going to need the best contractor. I don't know if you know this, but I know the best contractor in the Mid-South. That's Brian Elder. Call him at 901-867-0303, 901-867-0303. Brian Elder, Roofing and Contracting. He will love on your roof. Back in 2 shakes to close things out with T-Money and a little bit of Brasky on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
You have opinions?
You bet.
Of course you do. Everyone does. Hit us up on the AutoZone listener line, 360-8255, 360-8255.
At Vanelli's Deli, new summer menu items, roast beef sandwich, Italian chef salad, or my favorite is the chicken breast salad, gigantic bowl of lettuce, black olives, grated cheese, sliced mushrooms, green peppers, diced chicken breast, with ranch dressing, yum. And ask about Vanelli's Deli catering, family or corporate. Call today and ask for Charles at 901-754-2246. Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
If you have damage to your home and have your insurance carrier involved, you need a great contractor. You also need a team that has seen claims of all shapes and sizes, residential or commercial. After our inspection, we'll share our findings and give you our professional opinion. Some people say you get what you pay for. However, our opinion is free. Trust the name you can depend on, like the tens of thousands of families Brian and I have served over the past 20 years here in the Mid-South. Brian Elder Roofing. We'll measure your roof from outer space and share our team's experience for your property and claim. Repaired roofs, replacement roofs, big roofs, tiny roofs, insurance roofs, flat roofs, TPO roofs, asphalt roofs, tile roofs, slate roofs, metal roofs. If your roof needs some love, call me. 901-867-0303 for Brian Elder Roofing and Contracting.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hi, folks. Bob Burkheimer for Sunrise Buick GMC Truck. It's our 34th anniversary at Sunrise, and we're celebrating with a sale and savings that are bigger than ever. Over 600 new and used cars and trucks to choose from with huge Sunrise savings. See the entire inventory at sunrisememphis.com. Hundreds of pre-owned vehicles with a lot specializing in cars and trucks under $10,000. Credit not so hot? It's okay. At Sunrise, we specialize in secondary credit and have financing for everyone. New cars and trucks aren't free, but at least they're affordable at the 34th anniversary sale going on now at all Sunrise locations. Covington, Pike, Wolf Chase, and Collierville.
4.9-liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. I got Jay Morgan hanging out with me. We got Connor Paco Wallace. He's not William Wallace's relationship. He's not Chris Wallace's relationship. It's probably a good thing because everybody likes King Kleiman better. But he is the little bitty short guy. By the way, you're so much bigger than your family member. He's little. Did you know that?
Is he?
Yeah,
he looks little on TV. Maybe he likes a couple of lung darts.
You think he smokes heaters?
And Diet Coke.
I smoke heater. I don't smoke heaters. I smoke left-handed cigarettes. Do you know why?
Why?
Because they're good for you. You didn't know this?
Uh-uh.
Have you ever wanted to relax?
Better for than a lung dart, probably.
A lung dart? I don't call them lung darts. I'll call them heaters. Is a lung dart a new 2020 thing?
Well, a lung dart is like a Marlboro Red.
Oh, if you're going to smoke, you might as well go hard, right?
Right.
I ain't going weak.
What are the long ones called? The thousands, isn't that right?
No, hundreds.
Hundreds.
Yeah. I can tell you actually have smoked a heater in your life.
Never smoked a
I can
cigarette.
tell. I don't blame you. You know why?
They're gross.
And they're too damn expensive. You could get them for a nickel back when I was growing
Especially
up.
in New York. Luckily you don't live in New York.
Now they're $20 or something. It's ridiculous. I just steal them from T-Money and Brasky. T-Money, what's up, my brother?
What's up, Johnny? How you doing this afternoon?
Oh, I'm doing extremely well. I have to say, I don't know if you know this. It's Friday, so I'm kind of excited. I'm going to go see Al Capizzi do the CW Wrestling. Any chance you heard about the Al Capone whoop that trick?
Oh, I know all about whooping that trick.
Me
I'm
too.
from parts unknown. We whoop tricks in parts unknown.
I know, man, and it's the anthem of this city, so we have to absolutely
the national
we love
anthem.
it. It is the national anthem of Memphis, Tennessee. I got to ask Uncle Brasky first and foremost before we get into gambling, before we get into hot dog eating contest. Did you see my daughter at the College World Series celebration?
No, I didn't, Johnny. I did not see her there. I wasn't even looking for her. I didn't know she was already on the team.
Yes.
So you told me last week.
Well, amen. But when you do find her, you make sure that you carry a big stick down there. And if you ever see anybody talking to her, just go ahead and have you seen Peaky Blinders yet?
Seen it.
Oh, just go Thomas Shelby on their face and start beating them up. Fair deal?
Fair deal. I'm all in.
Now, are you surprised that Joey Chestnut did not bring out something and start beating that fan worse than he already was?
I lost money on that deal, Johnny, and how they don't call it a no bet and wipe the slate clean. They should have started over. It totally ruined up. He was cramming 2 hot dogs in at a time, and he never got back the same.
I know, and I was saying the same thing. I said that he doesn't have a gag reflex. Jay told me that he does, but he just he's just got a bigger throat and he practices. I don't know if you know this. I almost choked on a corn dog one time. Almost died. I couldn't breathe. Could you imagine shoving 63 down your throat?
I couldn't, Johnny. I mean, but I sure thought he would get over 73 and a half.
I did too.
How would your obituary, Johnny? How would your obituary read if you died of choking on a corn dog?
Actually,
that wouldn't be good. It wouldn't. Your legacy would be tarnished.
It would be like. So, like, we could say Frank's or Oscar Mayer
You're
wieners.
lucky in Memphis they call them pronto pups, though.
No, because that's the only
That
one.
is
I don't
correct.
just eat the hot dogs. I like the ones with the prontos, the ones with the corn thing.
Yeah, corn dog.
And the yellowness.
Pronto
It's
pup.
called mustard.
Mustard.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
I know condiments.
No, there's not any condiments. I don't know how you could dip it that long.
You know what?
You
You're
know,
right.
you couldn't get that 73.
Ugh. That was some
But
tough stuff.
If you ask Big Chief, though, I think a corn dog is different than a pronto pup because normally a corn dog, he gets them free after they've been on the light about 8 hours at the gas station.
True.
I think a pronto pup is one of those things, you know, he goes in there begging, but I think a pronto pup is one of those things you get at the fair that's like a foot long, and it's normally just made right there and sold.
Actually, you
I
know
don't
what?
know.
You're right. No, you are 100% right. There is a difference between a
Yeah.
corn dog and a pronto pup. Gentlemen, I got to know this right now. Before we get into serious business, T-Money, how are
Yes,
things?
sir.
How are things going with our good buddy Mike and Uncle Brasky?
Well, you know, Uncle Brasky, Johnny and I we were drinking some Tito's yesterday,
Yep.
and it had came to our attention that you owe a couple people at the bar from a bet back in 2008
Yep.
when Houston Nutt first came to coach at Ole Miss. They said you bet a couple boys up there $100 a piece that y'all were going to win the SEC championship, and when y'all went 4-7, you never paid up. Is this a true statement, Uncle Brasky?
I don't believe so. You're talking about the Mawini twins, I think.
Yep.
Pat and Phil Mawini
Yep.
up there.
Yep.
The Thota brothers.
That's
yeah,
exactly
that's
who
who
it
you're
was.
talking about. I remember that. They said I made the bet. I think I was drunk, and they tried to take advantage of me after the fact. You know, they said,
Well,
you
that's
didn't
what I
remember because
kinda
you were
heard.
drunk.
Well, then Mikey
So,
tried to come over the top and say that you owed him for some room and board because he caught you sleeping in the parking lot a couple times.
Well, he did. He may have, but I'm sure it wasn't because I got a drink from him. I'm sure it's because I was over at the Belmont or something. Just happened to stagger over
He
there.
said
'cause there's
him and
no way you.
he said him and Big Alfred had to knock on your window just to get your attention because they were shutting her down about 3 a.m.
I'm sure I'd been at Belmont. Don't worry, it wasn't Mikey that overserved me at all. I'm sure.
All right, man.
Well, what about? I
Yeah.
mean, I just, you know, they're on me about that bet. I mean, Johnny and I may have to come off of it just to get the Winky brothers off of it.
Just give the Mawini twins a free beer, and they'll forget about it another 7 or 8, 10 years, 15 years, however long it's been. But
I thought y'all went
but
to a
that was
game
what-
together. Didn't y'all go to a game and y'all were in the student section?
Well, one of the twins' daughter got us some tickets to the LSU Ole Miss game, and we're sitting up there in the back stands. You know, well, they're about as big as jockeys. They're about 5'3", 5'1".
They are little.
And,
They are little. Yes, they're very little.
and they're in their mid-50s at the time. Now, this is 15 years ago, and all of a sudden some guy slaps them. We're sitting in the student section, and some guy slaps them and said, "Damn, man, you hadn't graduated yet?" We're sitting up there in the student section. I'm like, you know, they got the tickets free from somewhere. Worst seats I ever had. Couldn't watch the game. It was awful.
Oh,
I
boys.
think Houston Nutt was the worst coach y'all ever had, and then he dropped a dime on my boy. I didn't like that at all. When he dropped a dime on Hugh,
I was getting ready
I
to
mean,
say.
let the man.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
Hugh Freeze, though,
Houston.
has a lot of skeletons in that closet.
He
I'd
still
take
didn't
him
need to
back
get snitched
tomorrow.
on by the Arkansas coach.
Yeah, good point.
Him and his lawyer.
I don't snitch on anybody.
No.
Except for when
We're from
Brasky
Memphis,
passes
man.
out. Yeah, Memphis, man. Except for when Brasky sleeps in his car in front of the half shell. I do kind of snitch on him that one. Because actually, that's more bragging. That's like, look at this guy. He knows better. Sleeping it off.
Well, Mikey Lyons actually thought he had poured me some decent drinks. He didn't know I'd been over to Belmont. He was actually proud of himself for that. He didn't short for me to death all night. So he was tickled to death until I told him that I'd been over to Belmont where they had a real bartender. And then he got looking all sad and like somebody just stole his puppy.
Oh,
when
that
I
is
told
sad.
him the truth.
Don't steal people's puppies. Do me a favor, though, everybody. Make sure that you follow T-Money and Brasky. They're putting their picks at. It's at T-Money Kiosk. Kiosk is, by the way, Kiosk, because when you first put it up there, remember y'all misspelled kiosk.
I think we misspelled her. We did go to city school, so that's an easy oversight, Johnny.
Hey, and speaking of hot dogs today, guys, this is a little free pub. My mom just texted me and said the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile is at Kroger in Collierville, both Collierville Krogers today. So if you're really just hankering for a hot dog, there's where to
Do
go.
they give free wieners away?
I don't think they do, but I've never seen the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile though. I'd love to see it.
You've seen the Wienermobile.
On TV.
On TV, me too.
Yeah.
I mean, now that he's actually out here, if you had a Wienermobile and you weren't giving away hot dogs, like, what are you doing? Like, that's like
I agree with that.
I'd be more scared of the Wienermobile than I would the ice cream man, and I've heard some bad things over my life. Oof.
About the ice cream man?
Well,
Yeah.
I've heard, me too. I've heard
there-
about the ice cream man, too.
The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile ought to be given away free. Surely they have to be about as cheap to make as a cigarette with what goes into those things. Surely it's pretty cheap. I would be giving them away. But I guess they went out to Collierville because they didn't want to go to South Memphis. So a little safer neighborhood out there in Collierville, I guess. But they've been in Memphis for 3 days. I've been following it on the news.
You've been following this, Uncle Brian?
Hold on. Are you? Is just?
They've been in Memphis for 3 days. Yeah, they were. I think they were at the Kroger over there by the half shell even yesterday.
So
down. Maybe there's another Kroger on Poplar there.
So Big Cheap has eaten Oscar Mayer wieners for 3 days.
He's eating himself to death. He's tickled to death
Big Chief,
there in town.
Uncle Brasky, Big Chief's there at that timeshare deal, like he goes every year.
Yeah, he also ruined that for everybody.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what, that timeshare deal is hilarious. He said that they have a meet and greet every evening with free beer and wine and chicken tenders. Which all that is to get down there with a salesman jump on your side. Well, jump on you. Well, they know when the cheap families come and they're like, oh my gosh, they all take vacation because they know they're not making a dime that week. Just throw out
They
the
said the
chicken
first
tenders.
couple times, the first couple times they had tenders and some beer and maybe something else, and then they saw Big Chief was coming and they replaced it with some Skittles and some Planters peanuts and bottled water. They didn't even give him alcohol this time around.
Oh, my goodness.
They knew he wasn't buying nothing.
Gentlemen.
Right. They got tired of getting doused.
All right, I'm running out of time, so now we have to get actually down to the brass tacks. What are we gambling on this weekend? How are we going to make some money? How are we going to make sure we don't end up with Big Cheap? Dude, I just got a live picture of the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Are they giving away hot dogs, Peter?
No giving away hot dogs, but he was just there with his kids. It was great fun.
Yeah, I was just there. I can give you a live report. They give away wiener whistles. They're little wieners.
Ooh.
They're little wieners, John, and you'll be interested in this. They're little wieners that you put in your mouth and you blow.
John loves it. Get Johnny 4 of them.
My goodness. And they won't even give you a hot dog, but they'll give you a wiener whistle.
Oh, my Lord. Actually, I'm going to buy a couple of friends that I know, some young ladies, a couple of those whistles. I don't have to buy them, I don't think, anymore. I just
free and giving away.
Yeah, dude, they're free. Speaking of free, give away us some winning bets. I need to know how I'm going to make some money this weekend.
I've got one. I've got a great play. I was looking over the cards this morning, and I saw that Shane McClanahan is pitching for the Rays versus the Reds. Now, he's second in strikeouts in the
He
league
is.
tied, and he's only one off of Burns for the lead, if I'm not mistaken.
And
but he is
Castillo has not
dealing.
been that good, and they're playing the Reds, so he should go out there and dominate, huh?
Correct. I think that is a blowout, kind of like last week when we gave that to you. The Cubs were down 4-0 before the second inning. And we gave y'all that winner last week. So the other winner today is going to be the Rays. Take the Rays minus the 1.5 points or whatever you want to take them. It's a win no matter what with Shane McClanahan on the bump. So I like the Rays, and that's my play. I'm going to put the house on it. That's my play of the week.
There's a weird play this week, and I don't know if you saw, Sonny Gray is actually pitching for the Twins against John Gray for the Rangers. So if you're going to go with a Gray, are you going to go with Sonny or John? And does Sonny Gray even make sense? Like, why would you call your kid Sonny and your last name's Gray? That
Good
doesn't
sense of
even,
humor.
Like, that's just stupid. So I think I'm going with John Gray and the Rangers. What do you think?
I like that. I like the other side. I don't. Somebody named Sonny, unless it's James Caan from The Godfather. I don't take him very seriously. If you're,
that's a good boy. Rest in
R.I.P.
peace.
If your name is, that's the only Sonny I would be scared of.
Brasky, do you have one before I bounce?
I've got you 3 of them, Johnny.
Ooh, let's roll.
We're going to go against the Reds minus 1.5 every day.
All day long, all day strong.
All day long, all day strong. They've got the Dodgers.
And
That's it?
That's all 3,
They got
Sam.
the Dodgers.
Oh, and that's it.
They
Okay.
got the Dodgers.
I got you then.
That is it. You take all 3 of them. Bam, bam, bam. Get it back to back.
Wham.
They're 3-7 in their last 10 games.
Gentlemen, I hope you have a blessed one. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I hope I see you at the CW Wrestlings with Al Capizzi, Al Capone. What up? Whoop that trick. And, again, I'm going to go get at least 4 whistles from the Wienermobile. Okay, gentlemen?
I love it. Hey,
Do it,
one more
Johnny.
thing. We want make sure y'all get out there and vote for Carol Chumney. Conservatives for Carol Chumney. We need a good judge in there.
Chumney! Be blessed, my man.
Do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We're bringing in Chumney. We're making money, and we're going to get out of here. But there's one thing I did have to say. Can you, strike up the band, bro? I'm kind of late. Jay Morgan, I don't know if you're doing your job today.
I was just going to go straight to the
It was
commercial.
just Friday, I guess. But I did want to say one thing. Speaking about money, my buddy Blake Jones, he's your local Mid-South Advanced Merchant Service representative. He works with your business to help you grow immediately. So do me a favor. It's risk-free. It absolutely costs you nothing. So call him at 662-408-9324. That's 662-408-9324. Call Blake Jones today and start saving money tomorrow. Peter Edmiston, Anthony Sane, they're up next. Enjoy your Friday. For Connor, for Jay, I'm John. Get out there and make the world a better place. See you on the flip side. Peace.
Is your wife asking